Moving to a new state sounds exciting, right? Until you realize how many things you don't know yet. I've helped dozens of families move here to East Tennessee, and the same surprises come up again and again. Before you pack a single box, let's walk through 10 things that people wish they had thought about sooner. This can save you stress, money, and a whole lot of second guessing once you arrive. Stay tuned. I'm Melody, your East Tennessee real estate resource, and I'm actually here today at West Hills Park in Knoxville. It's the John Bynum West Hills Park, and it's a rainy day, but it's also a great time to talk about the 10 things that you need to think about before moving to another state. The first one being the cost of living reality check. And I'm not just talking about homes here. Compare your current state's cost of living regarding utilities, groceries, and even insurance. These three things can shift your budget more than you think. Number two, taxes and financial planning. As you know, Tennessee does not have a state income tax. However, every county has a different property tax and a vehicle tax. So do your homework so there's no surprises later. Number three, climate and weather adjustments. I want to give a shout out real quick to my good friends, Jim and Lydia. I was on a buyer consultation call with them just yesterday, and we were talking about this. We were talking about climate and weather adjustments. 4 distinct seasons is great here, but that also means more humidity in the summer, what most people would consider mild winters, but a longer growing season, which many folks love, but it can be an adjustment. You might be mowing your grass longer than you think, or trimming the bushes, or pulling weeds even in late October. Number four, healthcare access. It is always advisable to research local hospitals and specialists, especially if you have ongoing medical needs. Some smaller counties may mean longer driving times for certain care. Number five, job market and commutes. East Tennessee offers growing opportunities in healthcare, manufacturing, and even remote work. But commutes and pay scales do vary differently from major metropolitan areas. Number six, home styles and septic tanks. So many of the homes that we have here in East Tennessee are going to have basements. Now, a true basement is in the ground, and in the ground, there's going to be more moisture. If you're not used to that, that is going to take some adjustment. Also, many of the lots here are sloped. They're going to be sloped toward the house, away from the house, but there's going to be some sloped yards. So you have to think about that in regards to mowing, lawn care, and even driveway maintenance. And septic systems. If you've never had a septic system, it's nothing to be afraid of. However, it is something different. And so these three things for sure often surprise buyers coming from other regions. Number seven, community and culture fit. Life here moves at a somewhat friendlier but definitely slower pace. Some love that instantly, and others, well, they need some time to adjust. Finding your people niche definitely matters. Number eight, schools and education options. If you're new to my channel, you may not know that I taught in the Knox County school system for over 20 years. I can tell you about the school system here. There is one major school system, the Knox County school system, but there's many private options as well. I've also taught in Loudoun County schools. I can tell you about Loudoun County. Even if you don't have kids, or maybe your kids are grown, it's still something to consider. School zones can impact home values. Research school districts early and check open enrollment and policies. If there's a particular school that you want your child to go to, it may not be as easy as just going to enroll them in. So it's better to check beforehand. Number 9, utilities and internet service. There are some areas, even here in Knoxville, that have multiple utility companies. There may be one for the gas, one for the sewage, one for the electrical, and even one for the water. I have seen that. There are some rural areas that have limited internet options. Some homes rely strictly on propane tanks for heating. Trash services. There are areas that do not have trash services, and so you would be required to take your trash to a convenience center. These little details make a major difference in your daily life. And number 10, visit before you commit. Spend a few days exploring the different areas that you're interested in. You could spend a couple of days in Maryville, a couple of days in Clinton, a couple of days in Lenoir City, and see which one you think will fit best for your needs. Every state has its own rhythm. Moving smoothly means planning ahead for the details that most people overlook. If you're thinking about making East Tennessee your next home, I'd love to help you explore communities that match your lifestyle and budget. I'm Melody Wagstaff, your East Tennessee real estate resource. And I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, comment, share it on your social medias, email it to a friend, because that's what helps me to get the word out to others about the great state I get to call home, Tennessee. Until next time.